Hello and welcome, YouTube friends. Today is Sunday, 17th of March, and I would say it's approximately around 9:30 a.m. The sun is out today, which is wonderful. We're heading towards the sun, which is probably not so good for the for the video that I'm making, but alas, it happens to the direction we're going, and the sun is out, and I am not complaining about that. That is wonderful. It's still somewhat cold. I think it's maybe 3 degrees Celsius. But right where I am right now, in the sunshine, in lee of the wind, it feels quite nice. So yeah, that's the thing about pardon, that's the thing about March. I mean, you get a little taste of spring, but it's still quite cold. So today we're heading away from, if you will, Nørreport, where I live. We just passed, oh, there's a green light. We just passed Dronning Louise's bro. Ah, bloody hell. Okay, let's see if I can manage this. Hang on. Yeah, we'll be fine. And we're headed towards the center of town. Just a few minutes, we'll pass right by the market I've taken you to a couple of times, Torvehallerne. We're not going there today though. We're gonna pass those and head towards the center of town, if you will. We're gonna walk the entirety of a street called Købmagergade. As far as I remember, you know me and my memory when it comes to street names, but I'm quite sure that's the name. We'll see in a minute. It's not a very long street. I guess from now on until the end of the walk today will be, yeah, well, as per usual, somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. It's a street that's connected to the shopping street we've been at before. We haven't been on this particular street as far as I remember, but it's connected to the same area. And the street will take us down to, actually, if we take it all the way, it'll take us down to Parliament. I think we'll end the trip just before Parliament. And we're heading in this direction today because I plan to shoot 2 films today. This walk we're on now, where we're going to end up just before Parliament. I think we're going to end up by a statue of the city's, Copenhagen's founder. Well, so many years ago now that who really knows if he was the guy, but let's have a look at him when we get there. No, I'm headed in that direction because I'm going to shoot another video right after this one at a museum that's located right next to Parliament. Parliament is called Christiansborg and the museum is called Thorvaldsen's Museum. Bertel Thorvaldsen was, well, I guess one of the most famous sculptures ever to come out of Denmark, and he was, back in the day, probably people don't remember him anymore, but he was very famous back in the day internationally. And yes, he has his own museum down there, so I think we're going to check that out. So if you want to see that, you gotta tune in next week. But yeah, like I said, that's why we are headed in this direction today. And since, as far as I can remember, we haven't been to the Købmagergade street, that's part of the shopping street area, I thought we might as well take that route. And we're taking the route, like I said a little while ago. Back then when we started it was about 9:30. So shops should open around 10ish. So my hope is that we'll be able to walk the street before crowds of people will get there. But we'll see.
Det er det, jeg siger.
Hey guys, bread. This station over here, it's called Nørreport station. Even though it's not the central station of Copenhagen, as far as I know, it's, if not the busiest, it's one of the busiest hubs. I was about to say in Copenhagen, but probably probably in Denmark in total, actually. And it's old. I don't remember when they try to, renovate and do stuff every now and then, but it's I mean, there's not enough room. If you go down to safety is a big thing in Denmark, but this station, if you go down to the train platform, oh man, there's not enough space anymore for all the people. So I don't like being down there. Have to sometimes, but it's not a great train station because it's been, outgrown. It was probably plenty big back in the day when they built it, but yeah, not anymore. And it's all underground. So we just started walking at the hang on. Why can't I remember street names? I think it is Købmagergade, but I think maybe it won't change the name to Købmagergade for a little while, because up there it still says Christiansborg, so yeah. I don't know why. I was never ever able to remember street names. I have no clue why. We've been to that castle down there. while ago. A couple of times actually, I think. Rosenborg Slot. Yeah, I mean, we're heading directly towards the sun, so hope you guys will be able to see anything. Like I said, sunshine, you know, this time of year, I'm not complaining. I guess this old nice building will only be in silhouette for you guys right now, but yeah, again, sorry, not sorry. So yeah, even though it's still kind of cold, you can kind of feel the sunshine on your face and the days are getting lighter. That really kind of lifts my spirit a little bit. Let's see if we can get that building now. Yeah, shops are not open yet. Mostly, this one is, but like you guys know, that's how I prefer it. I remember we're actually crossing a point towards the end of this walk today, where we went on the Christmas market, and I guess you guys remember how much I moaned about all the people. Oh man, I prefer peace and quiet. Maybe, have we been here before? Have we seen this tower before? And this church again, it's against the light. Let me see when we pass it, maybe I can get a better shot from the other side. I'll take a picture here for my Instagram, hang on.
Ja.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a shot from over here, guys. Hang on. And a statue. You know, you also know that I have a hard time passing statues without getting a picture for my Instagram. So yeah. Hang on. I'll be right with you. Maybe this could be a thumb also for YouTube. We'll see. Anyways, let's head on, guys. Yeah, I would say in an hour's time, this street will be packed with people. Or maybe, what am I thinking? It's Sunday. I said it's Sunday today, so maybe not all the shops will be open. I have actually no clue. I hate shopping, so I'm never here when there's a lot of people. Especially when, except from when I'm shooting for you guys in the winter and the Christmas time, right? That's not my thing. I order most of my stuff from the internet. you know, being in overcrowded shops, trying to find shoes that fit and stuff like that. Oh man, I hate it. So I mostly just buy the same shoes over and over again because I know they fit and I like wearing them. Different colors sometimes though. This is an old building too, but yeah, against the sun, so you probably won't be able to see it. Oh, it feels nice. Yeah. Oh, here's the sign. Købmagergade again. The sun is in the way, you probably won't be able to see it. Bread. All these people working in all these bakery shops must think that I'm a real weirdo. Oh no, this dude's back with his camera. This is let's see, this store is established in 1857. It's a store that makes hats like from scratch. I could imagine it's somewhat expensive. It is. This hat right here is what, almost 1,000 kroner. This is almost 4,000 kroner. So yeah, I guess this is for cool rich people. But I like it that you know, that old craftsmanship doesn't die. I love that. So now we're gonna cross the main shopping street that we were on in the Christmas episode. We went up there, and the Christmas market was here with all the bikes. Let me get a shot of this fountain here that's still not on. I wonder when they put it on. Probably not until the frost has gone away. It's still freezing in the night here, so they probably won't turn it on until all that's done. Alright. Yeah, well, I guess here, beyond the bikes, there's a little square. I think that's where the Christmas market was when we were here last. And we are getting close to the end of our trip. The statue just ahead of us. I'll walk on the other side so I can film it from with the sun in my back. It's the founder, supposedly, of Copenhagen. And just beyond that statue is Parliament, Christiansborg, and next to it, well, just behind it, it's, yeah, well, you can see if you tune in next week when we visit Thorvaldsen's museum. That is, if they'll allow me to film in there. Couldn't find any information on the webpage, but I'm gonna try anyway, so we'll see. Yeah, the building just beyond there, that's kind of brownish, if you can see it from the sun, is where the museum is. And the little building there right next to Parliament is a church, actually. I think back in the day, I don't know if they do it anymore, when the royals got married, they got married in there. See, where else is sun? It's over there. I think there's a kind of there's a bigger, older church where we've been also before. I think that's where they get married now. I'm not quite sure. I'm not very royal. Alright, guys. Let me just get one more shot of Christiansborg. And the supposed founder of our city, Absalon, on his horse. And as per usual, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe and like button. I would really appreciate it. And tune in next week when we visit Thorvaldsen's museum, if they let me film. Bye for now, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.